And it's been an interesting season for, the Rockets. Obviously, you were one of the people, I was one of the people who were pretty high on them when the season started as well, too. And then obviously Fred VanVleet went down before the season even started. But right now, the Rockets are fourth in the Western Conference at 34-21. Carl Conyers, how far do you think KD can carry these Rockets, man? Because, Fred VanVleet, is their primary point guard. He's out. Uh, we've seen a jump in the sense for a little bit with the Man Thompson. Jabari Smith seems kind of the same as I saw last year, but do you think they have enough to have a deep run in the playoffs?
I mean, they have KD, so I could see them making it to the second round, but I don't really trust this Rockets team. Their deficiencies have been glaring over the last couple months. And again, I think it was their game today or yesterday, they lost like an 18-point lead and lost the game. And it's just, they don't have a point guard. They're relying on Reed Shepherd and Amen Thompson. And Reed's not really a traditional point. Amen absolutely is not. And I was listening to some of Ime's comments, and he was like, we need guys to get us in our sets to calm us down. Like, literally the things that a point guard does in the NBA, and they don't have that. So it's, you're handicapped. You need somebody who can really fill that role, and they don't have that. And KD can facilitate, but he can't be your main, playing point guard for you all the time. And you just look at the rest of the roster, it's really not that great, to be honest with you. And then it's definitely devoid of a real playmaker. So it's going to be him having to carry them, yes. And for me, I would put that at the second round at best. Like Şengün is looking very overrated at this point. He's looking like one of those guys of like, oh, you were putting up a lot of numbers on a bad team, and now that the team is supposed to be good and has expectations, your numbers are down and your defense is getting called out and you're getting cooked a lot of the time. So. I think that they're going to make some moves this offseason and hopefully try and come back and be better next year. Of course, they'll be getting Fred VanVleet next year, and hopefully Steven Adams can make it through next year. His injuries have kind of been the story of his this latter part of his career. But yeah, they're another team where, especially as we go on and just as they continue to play, I don't really have any faith that they can succeed in playoff basketball.
Yeah, man. Especially when, like you said, when the game slows down in the playoffs, like that's when you need your point guard. And Fred VanVleet was definitely obviously is not one of the best point guards in the league, but is above average. You know what I'm saying? He's played in high leverage moments. He's a champion. He's a big shot maker and taker when it comes to playoff basketball. But like you say, you need someone to kind of set everyone up. Someone that can also space the floor, someone that can also draw fouls, someone who can help dictate the pace of his game, get people in their sets in, and know, like you said, no one to distribute amid chaos and whatnot as well too. And KD just wants to be a scorer. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Amen Thompson just wants to be a scorer. They can play make, but when you're trying to focus on having being a point guard or playmaker for your team, you kind of lose some of that aggression, and it takes a toll on you. So I think that's, like you said, going to be a huge disadvantage for them going into the playoffs. And like I said, even though men's numbers have gone up, I still not too sold on him yet, as far as like his game being translated into the playoffs. And I haven't really seen anything from Jabari Smith from the offensive end that's going to make me feel a little less better with them. And like you said, I feel like Sengun, obviously they're one of the top seeds last year and they kind of shocked the world. Um, I don't really see anything. So I do think moves need to be made in the offseason. I thought they were going to be one of those teams when we were talking about, the trade deadline and potentially trying to get a point guard. And it doesn't have to be the best one, but like kind of like how y'all got Dennis Schroeder, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have served. Well, he's not even on your team. He's on Cleveland, right? That
Yeah,
would have been
on
something
last
that would have
year.
been kind of nice to alleviate that load. But honestly, you say second round, I say low key. They probably gonna get bumped out the first round. I mean, I feel like their best matchup right now. I mean, it's still a lot of basketball left. You know what I'm saying? But just looking at how things are going right now, they're going to be anywhere from the 4 to 6 seed. I don't see them being Denver. I don't see them being Minnesota. I think your best shot is potentially playing the Lakers because the Lakers are defensively challenged. But I think I might take Luka, Bron, and Reeves as a collective with KD and those boys. Even though I'm in Thompson. Jamar Smith and just the overall identity with the Rockets have been defense. I think KD can win you one, and then Ime can come up with a game plan. But after that, I think another team bumps him out the first round. So it's just unfortunate. Whenever KD goes, ever since leading Golden State, grass just ain't green on the other side, and the point guards be on some shit, whether it's politically or injuries.